And welcome to the Matty Highland Smitty McQueen Sports Show here on this Tuesday, January. Oh man, just horrible. January 10th, 2017. Matty, a lot to talk about today. Had a awesome game last night. If you did not watch it, horrible. It's horrible. It was one of the best college football games ever. You missed out. And next, why don't we get into breaking news? We'll talk some college basketball on the way too. Matty, go ahead. Start us off with some breaking news, why don't you?
All right. Yesterday at 1:45, shortly after our show, the USA Today reported that the Chargers don't plan to request extension to exercise the LA option. They have until January 15th to decide, though. At 3 p.m., Jordy Nelson returns to the Packers after spending the night in the hospital. He must practice Saturday to play versus Cowboys, and it did say that he may not practice until most likely Saturday if he did practice at all this week. At 3:10, the Steelers placed assistant coach Joey Porter on leave pending further review after arrest for aggravated assault, among other things. 3:20, Adam Schefter reported that the Jaguars plan to hire interim coach Doug Marrone as the franchise's next head coach. At 4 o'clock, we had some baseball news.
Yeah, sure. The NL Cy Young winner Max Scherzer announced that he would be out of the World Baseball Classic due to a stress fracture in his knuckle of his right ring finger. Then Ouch is right. 10 minutes shortly after, at 4:10, ESPN reported Jags had hired Tom Coughlin as football ops vice president, Doug Marrone as head coach, give GM Dave Caldwell a 2-year extension. What are your thoughts on this?
That they hit the jackpot with that. Tom Coughlin is a heck of a football guy.
Yeah.
And he knows what he is doing as much as Aaron Rodgers knows what he's doing with Hail Marys. Like we said yesterday.
Yes.
Tom Coughlin, Doug Marrone, that's a great match. I'm curious to see how the Jaguars do in the AFC South in the future. This could, with the talent they have on that offense.
They're young.
Blake Bortles is young. Yes, he is. He was a good quarterback. He really is. He just gets put in the worst opportunities, the worst predicaments.
Doesn't have much help.
Yeah. He's got Allen Robinson. He's got Allen Hurns, but offensive line-wise, not so much.
Yeah.
So, and maybe the defense with the young guys, Jalen Ramsey and
and then you also had Jalen Ramsey. They got this year in the draft. Or I believe it was Jalen Ramsey, the D-back from
State.
Yeah. And, this is a team that I think has very, very high expectations now, especially getting Tom Coughlin in there. You see what he's done with the Giants. I mean, he's had a pretty good track record as a head coach.
Yeah.
This will be very interesting. We'll go on at 5:30 p.m. Colorado's football team and their head coach, Mike McIntyre, agreed to extension through 2021, salary raised to $3.25 million. Colorado, they're going in the right direction, I think.
I like this.
Yeah, I think it's a great, yes, they lost their D coordinator to the Ducks, but I think this is a great move for Colorado. 5:35 p.m., Jordy Nelson, it was reported, has at least two fractured ribs, will take incredible effort to play versus the Cowboys this weekend. I'm, in a way, being a Cowboys fan, it's good news, but I hate it because I like Jordy Nelson. Jordy Nelson is a Kansas boy.
Born and raised in Kansas.
Yes, walk on at Kansas State. Had a great career there. He's doing it at the next level. He's won a Super Bowl.
Yes.
It's bad because I don't like to see people get hurt, and especially on a cheap shot like that was. So that is that, Matt. Do you want to finish with our breaking news?
Yes. Last night, there was some more baseball news with Colby Rasmus. Back 1 year ago today, or 1 year ago, around this time, he was the only guy to accept the qualifying offer with the Astros. And this year, he has agreed to I believe it's a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
I don't know the specifics of it, but he has agreed to a deal with the Tampa Bay Rays to play outfield for them. And then early this morning, after the national championship game, at 12:45, Deshaun Watson has confirmed that he will enter the 2017 NFL Draft. He is ranked the number 3 QB on Matt Miller's board, but that doesn't mean he's first round. I think, I've looked at this a little bit with draft scouts and like John Ledyard and NDT Scouting, all these guys. They think he is like a borderline first round, second round pick. He could be a steal though.
Yeah.
But he has the tools that he's been given to play in the professional level.
I think he could be like a Dak Prescott. I really do. I mean, he's got the ability to run, but his arm is just really good. And he knows the game very, very well. I mean, last night's game was just incredible. And we're going to talk more on that.
Speaking of the game.
Yeah.
College football playoff national championship. Clemson uses a historical comeback to take down Alabama 35-31 to win the Dr. Pepper National Championship thanks to Deshaun Watson's 2-yard touchdown pass to Hunter Renfrow with 1 second remaining. I picked Clemson 35-33. Brandon
very close.
For Smitty picked Clemson 38-31. I had the Clemson score right. You had the Alabama score right. We just went over together. That would have been awesome.
It would have been awesome.
They win their first national title since 1981, now giving them 2 championships in program history. First time to win the national championship in the season after losing the title game since Florida State did in 1999. And then their coach, Dabo Swinney, is 6-1 in his last 7 bowl games.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And when you look at his, I mean, obviously last year, the national championship game, they were
one loss.
Yeah, his 1 loss. This, and it almost looked like, it's going to drop to 2 when Hurts makes that 30-yard touchdown scramble TD run with, a minute, 2 minutes left, whatever. Dabo Swinney, if you have looked over his last few years, he has beat Auburn. He has beat Florida State. He has beat Alabama. There's so many other teams. He's beat Ohio State. There's another one. He has beat some of the best programs in college football here in the last 2-3 years. This is a coach that I believe is right up there now with Urban Meyer. Obviously, Nick Saban's on a whole nother level, but he is right there with him because every game has been close. I love Dabo Swinney. I think he is an awesome coach. That's pretty remarkable because obviously it doesn't happen much. When you either win the national title or lose the national title, it's hard to get back to the national title the next year. And what he accomplished this year was incredible. This was a team where some people thought, they lost to Pitt. Pitt's a horrible team. They shouldn't be in the college football playoff. Yeah. Are you saying that after last night's game? Probably not. Dabo Swinney has that team so close. And that's what's awesome about it. This is a coach who obviously said, we're going to win this game tonight because we love each other, guys. We are a team. He said that in his post-conference. He said at halftime, I don't know how we're going to win this game, but we're going to win it. And they did. I thought it was great. It was a great college football game. And Dabo Swinney and his Clemson Tigers, they rallied together after being down yet again after they had just struck for the lead. They allowed that trick play, which I don't know. It's coming. That's the thing. I couldn't believe it. The trick play's coming. It didn't. they didn't stop it. They knew it was coming. They let it happen. And that's what set up the Bama. But they came right back. Deshaun Watson, just remarkable. I mean, and you got to give the line credit. 99 plays called in that game. That is remarkable. They said they wanted to get to, I think it was 80. I think it was 80 or 85. They got to 99. They felt like if they had that much time or that many plays, they would wear that Bama team down, and they did. And Hunter Renfrow, he's kind of the unsung hero here. I mean, obviously Deshaun Watson's getting all the love, which he deserves it. But Hunter Renfrow deserves it too. He now has 11 career touchdown receptions. 4 of them came in the college football championship game against Bama. That is remarkable. 4 of your 11 touchdowns in a national championship game against the powerhouse, Alabama. That's pretty impressive. That speaks a lot. He reminds me of Cole Beasley for the Cowboys. He's just that little speed guy. He makes the catches when he needs to, the clutch catches. I love it. First time in 10 years under Nick Saban that Bama lost while entering the fourth quarter with a double-digit lead. They were 97-0 until last night. They are 97-1 now.
That shows how much of a storied program Alabama really is.
Yeah.
And how they are the Patriots in the NFL right now.
They are.
And it's just incredible. I love it how they were defeated for once here. One time in the last 2-3 years now that they finally lost. Yeah. And
that was Nick Saban's first.
Finally someone else's turn.
Yeah.
To take the reins of college football.
Yes. And I think Clemson's going to be up there for many years. That was Nick Saban's first national championship loss, too. I don't know if I'm not sure if you were aware of it, but that's pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got
as
5.
Many as he's
got 5 national championships. So you're 6-1. You finally lose a game in. I mean, that's remarkable. Alabama had won 23 straight games while leading at halftime. That was the longest active streak in FBS. It's over now, obviously, as they were leading at halftime last night. And then, what's your final thoughts on Deshaun Watson?
This guy is going to be a steal in the draft, like I said earlier, and look for him to be late first round, early second round pickup. I would love the Chiefs to get him, really. To learn under Alex Smith for 1 year, and then we move on, or 2 years and move on. And then Deshaun Watson has the tools. He has the arm. He is gifted with this arm that he has to compete with the ranks of Aaron Rodgers and Dak Prescott being a rookie, and you got Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Drew Brees,
all those guys,
Philip Rivers, all these guys who are very good QBs.
Cam Newton, I think
that Cam Newton
he could be a lot like Cam.
And Deshaun Watson can run, and he can run when he's supposed to run, just like Alex Smith does.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't run all over like RG3 did, and that's how he got hurt. But this guy is a smart football player. He is a game manager. He is a playmaker. That's what you want as a quarterback.
And some of the hits he took last night, I don't know, like if you saw replays, but it was ridiculous. He got, one time he gets hit in the legs while getting hit here, and he just does a helicopter. It was remarkable. He wanted that game so bad last night. He didn't care. He was going full board. He didn't care. He can rest today. He can rest now till the combine. Just remarkable game. I'm so happy for Clemson. That team deserved it. Matt, let me ask you one last question with this game. Would you say this beats the 2006 Rose Bowl with Texas and Vince Young against the USC Trojans? Because I believe so. It was just remarkable.
They both are, in my opinion, the two best since I've been alive.
Yeah.
The best games. Oh, man. The Rose Bowl was the championship. Oh, man. I don't know. I didn't watch that much of the game last night, so I'd have to go look back and see. By the looks of just social media, when I woke up this morning, because I work early in the morning, so I went to bed early. Yeah. When I look at social media in the morning, it was just blowing up my phone because of the national title game, and I'm following it and looking at the comeback that both teams were doing, and then going back and forth, and then boom, Clemson wins this game. I'm like, what? And I was just a happy camper after that.
Yeah.
It could. That Vince Young versus Reggie Bush back 10 years ago.
That was crazy.
Or 11 years ago now. Oh, man. I don't know. That's just really tough.
The cool thing is, I watched a lot of, like, post-game stuff. I mean, I was up late watching this stuff. They were talking about Vince Young. You know, he's got that picture where he's just like this and the confetti's falling. Deshaun Watson has one, except he is like on his feet squatting like this with his hands on his knees, and he's just in tears. I mean, it was an awesome shot. No, it showed how much he could not believe it. He couldn't even talk after in his speech, and you know, same with Dabo. I mean, this was a Clemson team that had said all along, like set out at the end of last year once they lost, we are going to come back here and we are going to win it this year, and they did. And so I think,
all that hard work,
and it finally paid off, and reality was setting in. Like, holy cow, we're national champs. I loved it. I think it is. I really do. I think it beats it. That is going to be on ESPN. They're going to be replaying that game so much.
Just watch for it in 20 years.
Yeah. Well,
it'll
after the game. I mean, after the game. Like, the game really hadn't even gone over. And they were already showing the replay on ESPN. They had already started the game from the beginning. And, like, here it is. The game, like, they haven't even done the trophy presentation or nothing. And they're already starting. I mean, it was just like, okay, here's one of many times that we're going to replay this game. And it deserved it. I mean, it really, like I said, if you was not able to watch it, go watch it. Because it's a remarkable, or at least watch the highlight. It was a remarkable game. Great way to end college football.
Yes. Before we move on, we have a birthday boy today. His name is Britton Bishop. He goes here to Fort Hays. He's a good friend of ours. I'm just giving him a shout out here. It's his 21st. He is a legend. Man,
happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday. I'm glad you get to celebrate your 21st finally. Young in there. So, just a birthday shout out to you. We'll move on here to college basketball now because college football is officially over.
Yeah.
We got to move on somehow. We have the NFL playoffs to continue us, but we'll talk about that in a bit.
Yep.
For now, college basketball. The Week 10 standings and thoughts on the Power 5 conferences that we were talking about yesterday. Yep. The first conference, the ACC, which go in alphabetical order here. We're not doing any particular best, whatever. Big 12 is definitely the best one. We'll agree on that.
We'll come and talk about that.
The ACC has 6 ranked teams currently as of yesterday. Number 9, Florida State, who's 15-1 and 3-0 in the conference. Notre Dame's 20th overall. They are 14-2 and undefeated. Duke is number 7 overall, 14-2, and they did lose to, I believe it was Virginia Tech a few weeks ago. I honestly cannot remember. Syracuse, you got North Carolina. Syracuse is not ranked, but they are 2-1 in the conference. North Carolina is 11 overall, and they are 14-3 and 2-1. Virginia is 19 in the AP Top 25 and a 12-3 record, 2-2 in the ACC. Then you have Miami, who's unranked, Clemson, who's unranked, who are both have 11 wins. Louisville is ranked at number 14. They are 13-3, but they are struggling in conference play. Yep. We'll see how this tough ACC schedule goes for them. And then you have NC State, Virginia Tech, and Pittsburgh all have 12 wins, who are this is 12 of the 14 schools in this conference who are challenging for just good. They're good teams. They have double-digit wins. They're wanting to fight for this ACC title. Yeah, it's surprising to me that Florida State is leading the ACC in basketball.
Yeah, you don't.
the 2 years that Winston was at there with football and baseball, they were a football school, and now to think of them as a basketball powerhouse, maybe with at least within the ACC, that's pretty cool.
And you don't know who they play. I mean, we don't obviously. Duke, Coach K's out right now. Left. So that kind of puts a damper on them, but they're still Duke. They're going to be good. And then the team I think is Louisville. Louisville better get it together. I mean, obviously I wouldn't be worried that you're not. I mean, you're going to make the tournament. So unless you somehow just falter dramatically, but yeah, Florida State they've beat 2 ranked opponents these last two games, and it was Wake Forest and then at Virginia and then Virginia Tech, who Virginia Tech was ranked last week, but with 2 losses now in the conference, they've faltered out of the top 25. Who do you like in the ACC?
I have to say North Carolina. They have a storied program, and with a former KU coach as their head coach, Roy Williams, we all know what he can do. They're just very, very talented, and they're number 11 overall in the country. They are 2-1 in the ACC. Yes, they did lose on the same day Duke lost in the conference, but I still think that they can make a huge run.
Yeah, I
just
think
because of their history, they're coached, they're talented. I have to say, North Carolina.
I agree totally. I think the other team could be Duke. If without Coach K, it's going to be tough. Who knows how long he's out, but Duke, they've got the talent. North Carolina, like you said, Roy Williams, they've got talent. They've kind of got some experience too on them. I think it's one of those two. I really do. And Louisville, I mean, don't count Louisville out. We know what Louisville can do. They're always there in the end, it seems like. So, just because they're 1-2, I'm not saying, oh boy, watch out. They're fun. They're fun. They'll be all right. So. Let's get into the Big East. I mean, this isn't.
It's not the Big East like it used to be.
Yeah.
One of the power big time conferences.
But
now.
Yeah, but they got 4 ranked teams in it, and
all
so
top 15.
Yeah, and we got to give them some love. I mean, the one team just won it last year. One of those teams, and that is Villanova. Xavier leads the Big East. They're ranked 15. They're 13-2. They're 3-0 in conference. Number 8, Creighton. They are 15-1, 3-1 in the conference. Butler, number 12, who just took down Villanova, is 14-2, 3-1 in the conference. And then Villanova, the defending national champions, number 3 in the country. They're 15-1, 3-1 in conference. This is just solid for these 4 teams. This is a 4-team solid. Who knows who wins? I mean, it's any of these 4 could win.
I would have to say Creighton, in my opinion, because we have Comrade, who's media with Hayes Daily News, Vinny. He's a big time Creighton fan, and I'd like to see the schools that aren't normally in the top tier of programs make a run for it. Cinderella's not necessarily a Cinderella team because they are number 8 in the country, but they could make a push this year, just like Wichita State did the last 3-4 years.
To who they used to, and they used to Wichita State Creighton. It used to always be those teams fighting for the Missouri Valley, title. Yeah, Creighton's up there. I think it's hard to count out Villanova. I mean, it really is, especially after winning the national title last year on a buzzer beater. What more could you ask for in college this year?
Over North Carolina.
Yeah. What more could you ask for college national championships the last 2? I mean, basketball, game-winning 3. last night in the game-winning touchdown with 1 second. Villanova, they're my choice. I think Creighton, though, they're my second team in that conference to win it. I just don't see Butler. They're too up and down sometimes. Yeah, and they don't have Brad Stevens anymore. Xavier. I mean, they're Xavier. They've been known for basketball over the years, but I just don't think they have what it takes to compete with a Creighton, Butler, or Villanova. So
we'll see. Our next power conference is the Big Ten. They're a little down this year. They only have 3 ranked teams at the moment. Purdue is 17th overall. They are 14-3 and 3-1 in the conference. Other teams that are 3-1 in the conference are Minnesota, who's 24th overall at 15-2. Michigan State at 11-6 overall, and they lost to Kansas this year. And then Nebraska, who's 9-7 overall, but 3-1 in the conference. Then you have Maryland, who's also unranked, 2-1 in the conference, 14-2 overall. 18, Wisconsin, 13-3. They had a big start to the year at non-con, and they're 2-1 in the conference. And then Indiana, who sadly did beat the Jayhawks, but they have 5 losses on the year. They lost to Fort Wayne in IPFW. So they have some big wins, they have some bad losses, but they're still in contention in this Big Ten, who I think Purdue may run away with. They have, I could not think of the star player on that team at the moment, but he is a National Player of the Year candidate, which is weird how I don't know that name off the top of my head. But Purdue is a good program this year. And if you don't, you should follow Seth Davis, and especially on Twitter, watch him on ESPN, watch him on all the sports networks. He's a very good college basketball analyst, and he's been talking Purdue up for a while now. And
yeah,
I like him a lot.
Purdue they're really good. They've kind of been starting to get their basketball program going in the right direction, but the team to watch out for, my biggest surprise, I guess, in this conference is Minnesota. Minnesota it's crazy what I did not know they were that good until I was looking at the scenes. Obviously, I have not been focused on basketball, and so this is good to see. Michigan State, 11-6. Yes, they had a tough. Tom Izzo said, I take blame for our non-conference schedule, how it was so rough. They're going to be in it. Tom Izzo has his team playing their best ball when it matters, and that's in March. Nebraska, their overall record's not very, good, but they are 3-1.
Caleb Swanigan, that's his name. They also have Spike Albrecht, who transferred from Michigan. So
yeah.
They have some good players.
Yeah. Purdue, though, I think they are the favorites. Wisconsin, you never can count out. Those boys can shoot up
Nigel
there.
Hayes is very good. Bronson Koenig. They have the new guy, the power forward that complements Nigel Hayes. So they have some talent.
Yeah, they're good. And in Indiana, yes, they kind of struggle. But we have seen them play with good teams. So the Big Ten, it's not as strong as most years, but it's gonna still be, I think, one of the top conferences, obviously, with all these teams in there. Michigan State, Wisconsin, obviously. Wisconsin's always there. Purdue, though, they're my favorite too. I think
my surprise team in this conference would be Ohio State. Where are they at?
Yeah,
they've been
Skylar Kraft.
They've had people like Aaron Kraft
or Aaron. Yeah, I said Skylar.
They had D'Angelo Russell. They've had power forward Jared Solinger. Yeah. They've had some good players go through that program.
Yeah.
And along with, I believe, Greg Oden did back in 06 and 07.
Greg Oden. the biggest NBA joke ever, the number 1 pick.
But he was a good college player.
He was.
There has been a lot of people come from Ohio State. I don't know where they're at. I'm calling them out right now. I'm saying, where are you at, Ohio State? if you like Ohio State, do something about it. Go talk to the coaches or something. Go make something happen. So, anyway, we have the Big 12 next.
Yes, the Big 12. And that's who we like. So, I'll run through the records real quick of the teams that are competitive right now and who are looking good heading into conference play. Obviously, we're just 3 games in, getting ready for the 4th game in starting tonight. But 4 ranked teams in the Big 12. Obviously, they got that number 1 spot in Baylor. They're 15-0. They're 3-0 in conference. And then you got Kansas at 2. So the Big 12 representing the top 5 really good as the number 1 and number 2 team in the nations. Kansas is 14-1. Obviously, that lost to Indiana to begin the year. And then they are 3-0 in the conference. Number 25, Kansas State. They are 13-2, 2-1 in the conference. Number 10, West Virginia, 13-2, 2-1 in the conference. And then Iowa State. They're 10-4, 2-1 in conference. Texas Tech, 12-3. Obviously, not looking very good in conference play. They're 1-2 so far, but they just did play KU and Allen. So, and then TC, and they gave them a pretty good run there until the last 7 minutes.
Shoot threes. Watch out, the rest of the world.
TCU 12-3, and they are 1-2. Obviously, a loss to KU earlier in conference play. KU, it runs through Lawrence, I think. Still not much to say.
Baylor will give KU maybe fits this year. KU might lose in Baylor. But when you come to Allen Fieldhouse and you have to play KU in Allen Fieldhouse, good luck. K-State gave them more for their money, and they could have won that game. But it just didn't work out for K-State. That place, that Allen Fieldhouse may be the best venue in college basketball.
Yeah, a lot of people say it is.
Because it basically started at Allen Fieldhouse with James Naismith. So, and as he was a PE teacher there and the first KU coach. And Baylor's very athletic. I'd watch out for them. They are, and Jonathan Motley is like Torian Prince from last year. It's just minus the dreads, but they both can play. And they still have Lester Medford, so as a point guard, they can run the table.
I think the team that's going to give KU the biggest run is West Virginia. I really do.
That press is daunting. I will agree.
West Virginia is obviously not getting much credit because you're seeing Baylor right now. West Virginia is the team to watch out for, people. West Virginia's good. KU, though, will still win the Big 12. I'm calling it now. I think you'll see, though, at least 6 teams from the Big 12 in the Big Dance. And, you're not going to see, I don't think, Oklahoma. They are 0-3 in conference play. They get Jayhawks tonight. We're going to talk some games coming into tonight's game here in just a little. But I think it still runs through Lawrence. But West Virginia is a team to watch out for just because Baylor is getting all the attention right now. West Virginia is kind of slipping under the radar. So, and Iowa State, I don't
still have Monte Morris.
Yeah, and
still Jimmy McKay.
They're 10-4, 2-1 in conference. So
we'll see how it shakes out. It's the conference we love. So moving on to a different one, West Coast, Pac-12. They have 4 ranked teams with Arizona at 16 overall. And Oregon at 13 overall. They have identical records at 15-2 and 4-0, all in conference play. Wearing the Duck stuff today. Number 4, UCLA. They are 16-1 and 3-1 in the conference. Utah, Washington State, California are all unranked, but Utah is 11-4, 2-1 respectively. Washington State is 9-6 and 2-1 in conference play. They are pushing it. They had a rough non-con, but they're coming back to the conference. Cal is 2-2 in the Pac-12, and then USC to round out the Pac-12 teams that are making a push. USC is 15-2 on the year, but their 2 losses are in conference as they are 500 at 2-2. I see UCLA making a push again. Yes, they are ranked And yes, they did lose to
Ducks.
the Ducks, but I think Oregon may be that team.
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks, if he can keep his cool.
If he can make sure his foot's okay.
Yeah. What he did the other night was horrible. But we've seen this dude do stuff that has been amazing, like the game winner against UCLA.
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks, he's good. They got Chris Bouchard. This is a tough team. Obviously made it to the Elite Eight last year before losing to Oklahoma. Yeah, the team that I really think Arizona could, if Oregon's not able to win this conference, I think Arizona very well could. I'm not sure how dominant the Pac-12 is. Kind of like football, I'm not just sold on the Pac-12 ever, really. And obviously I'm an Oregon fan, and they're in the Pac-12. But I'm not always sold on the Pac-12. Sometimes they kind of just not sure. A lot of people last year, Oregon getting that 1 seed. Oh, they have a Pac-12's weak. Luckily, they made it through and to the Elite Eight at least. But yeah, I think Oregon's the favorite in here again. I mean, they're one of my preseason top four. One of my Final Four teams, I guess I should say, going in. So,
yeah. Well, we have one more conference that's a power conference.
Yeah, which, it doesn't look like it, but
the SEC. You want to take it away?
Yeah, sure. 2 ranked teams. Obviously, Kentucky, number 6, 13-2. They're 3-0. I think they're the favorite by far. Florida ranked 23rd. They are 12-3, 3-0 in conference. Florida might be able to give Kentucky a run, but I just don't see it. South Carolina is ranked 3rd in the conference. They're 12-3, 2-0. And then Alabama, 9-5 overall, but they're 2-0 in the conference. Then I'm just gonna read some other teams: Georgia, Vanderbilt, Mississippi State, Arkansas, Ole Miss, all with. Vanderbilt does not have 10+ wins, but 3 of the 4 have 10+ wins, 10 or more wins in their season. Vanderbilt's kind of a team they've been there a lot of times, in the tournament. They're struggling though. They're 8-7, but they are starting to seems like turn it up for conference play. They're 2-1. Obviously, the Big 12 SEC Challenge is coming up here in a little. I know Kentucky, K-State goes to Tennessee. Both the Kansas schools have to travel for that. So, yeah. But I think the Big 12 hopefully should take care of the SEC schools, I would like to think. So,
Big 12.
Not really. I'm sure you're, going to say Kentucky's the favorite in here. And I think everyone would say that unless you were a Florida fan. Kentucky's the team to watch.
I do like. I don't necessarily like or favor the SEC, but this Kentucky may run away with it. But look out for Auburn. They still have Bruce Pearl as a coach. Yes, what he did was whatever. He did coach Tennessee to a good. He gave them a good program to build on. And then he still, as a 12 seed in their conference out of 14 teams, with Missouri not being so good, which is really funny because KU's better. But side note, Auburn was a 12 seed. They went through that conference tournament and went deep into the conference tournament. Yes, they did not win, but they still, I believe they made it to the semis, which is incredible for a 12 seed. Yeah. And I believe they did lose to Kentucky.
They have not.
That's hard to do.
They've not done. They're 0-3 in the conference. I don't have them on my sheet on the script just because of they're 0-3 in conference. But yes, they are a team.
Well coached.
Bruce Pearl. Yeah, they're 10-5 overall.
And Seth, KK loves Auburn, so
yeah,
we have to make that shot.
They're at Missouri. Missouri and Georgia. Hopefully your teams and players can stay out of fights. I don't know if anyone saw that, but they were duking it out the other day. I mean, hardcore duking it out. So, hopefully they can do that. But Matt, why don't we move on to? We've talked about the conferences. Why don't we look at notable college basketball conference games tonight?
There is a Super Tuesday, especially today, because we have matchups between Kentucky, Vanderbilt, 6 Kentucky at Vanderbilt. Kentucky's 11.5-point favorite. Whoa. I know it's Kentucky, but damn. Number 1 Baylor travels to West Virginia. That might be the matchup of the night. It might just be because West Virginia's press against number 1 team in the country, and new number 1 teams are not so hot as number 1 team.
And it's in
Morgantown.
Morgantown. So
that's a tough place to play with their press. And Bob Huggins, he can get it done. 15 Xavier travels to number 3 Villanova. Nova, they need to bounce back and try to get that number 1 ranking again. And then you have number 7 Duke takes on number 9 Florida State, a top 10 matchup. Florida State's the home team. They are favored by a 1.5. Then you have
KU, the number 2 team in the nation, 14-1. They travel to Norman, who is 6-8. KU is 10.5-point favorites.
I don't know if you can ever say that.
Yeah, and Oklahoma's strong. Obviously, you lost Buddy Hield. I mean, their main guy, obviously last year, who's doing good things with the Pelicans in New Orleans. Then you got the number 23 Florida Gators. They're 12-3. They take on Alabama, the Crimson Tide, trying to get a win after a heartbreaking loss last night in the football world. Florida's 5.5-point favorites, and then to end the night, number 25 Kansas State, 13-2, takes on Texas Tech. The Red Raiders, 12-3 in Lubbock. That's going to be a tough game for the Cats. Tech is favored by 5.5 points. Should be a good game there. These are great games. If you have nothing to do tonight, watch college basketball.
They are pure matchups. Yes.
Yeah. So three games where each team is top 25 in the top 25 ranks. What's your game you're most? I mean, obviously KU, but to pick someone else, I mean, your top 25
Baylor, West Virginia. It's 1 versus 10, and West Virginia could upset Baylor, and Baylor could run away with it. You don't know.
I would say that's
West Virginia's favored by 6. Wow.
That would be probably mine. The other one, though, that's right up there is Duke, Florida State. And then Xavier Villanova, too. I mean,
they're all good matches.
Yeah. But those are they're going to be fun.
They'll be on. They should be on TV tonight. ESPN, ESPN2.
Fox Sports 1.
I
think for the Big East.
SEC Network, ACC Network, all these, they have stuff. We're moving on to NFL Divisional Round Power Rankings.
Which this is hard.
We took the remaining teams left in the playoffs, NFL playoffs. All 8 teams are all division winners. This was very tough. And he was laughing at me earlier before when I was trying to figure out how to rank these teams. I was stumped.
Yeah.
But I think I've come up with my 8 teams, my order. I have the Patriots at 1, Cowboys at 2. They are the top 2 teams in the country right now. They really are. They deserve those 1 season. They deserve the home field advantage throughout the playoffs. They're there. 3, I have the Chiefs. Right now, Alex Smith is playing the best football almost of his career. And he does have the number 4 overall QBR in the NFL history in the playoffs. I believe it's a 99.1. I believe I read that right. And then those are the top 3. The next 3 are all actually going to have to be. I'm going to have to do a tied for 4th because it's hard to pick which teams based off the Steelers and Packers already having a game in the playoffs and the Falcons not. But those 3 teams are tied for 4th. Steelers have an offense. Our defense is coming up. The Falcons have the best offense in the country, and the Packers, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Seriously. And Packers' run defense is spectacular.
Yep.
Still. Clay Matthews, come on. Then the Seahawks, and then the Texans to wrap it up. I have a little giggle there because the Texans are the worst team in the playoffs remaining. They really are. And they could make a run at the Patriots, but I don't see them escaping Foxborough.
Yeah. The Texans, they're my number 8 team as well. Their offense, that's just, if they had an offense who could score points, I'd give them a chance, a legitimate chance. But you don't know which offense is going to show. So until they get that figured out, I don't give them a chance. I got number 1, the Patriots, 2, the Cowboys, number 3, the Chiefs, 4, the Falcons. I just gave it to all the ones that got by. It's just, they deserved it. Now, I think my 5, 6 teams could be 2, 3. They could be 3, 4. It's crazy. I got the Packers at 5, Steelers at 6, which I think really they are even. So you could both throw them in the 5 spot. And then the Seahawks. You can't count out the Seahawks in the postseason. Even though they're ranked 7 on my power rankings, they're right up there too. And all these teams can win it, except the Texans. I truly believe that. I think any one of these teams could be the winner. So, that's mine.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll look ahead to Wednesday. We're not going to be able to do a fan show this week. We got stuff going on in the night, nighttime. So we will begin fan night Wednesday.
With sports.
Yeah, with sports, not anything else.
It's not Hayes for us.
Yeah. So Wednesday, yes, next Wednesday we will start back our fan show, or call-in night, where you, the fans, call in. I'm looking forward to that. It'll be fun. Wish we could do it somehow, but the best time we know for you guys is in the nighttime. So we gotta kind of wait to do it then. Look ahead though to tomorrow. We'll have breaking news, hot topics. We'll do Wednesday our NBA power rankings. Look at some more college basketball matchups, and then we'll release the final college football AP rankings. They have been announced. We just didn't take time to put them into today's show. That'll give us something for tomorrow.
I do know we have a new number 1.
Yes, and I think it's clear. Congrats.
It's pretty obvious.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's all I got for Wednesday, so I'll let you just wrap
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at MHSM Sports Show and like our Facebook page at Matty Highland Smitty McQueen Sports Show. We also have a YouTube page up. Go click that subscribe button at Matty Highland Smitty McQueen Sports Show. And don't forget to go follow our new Instagram page at MHSM Sports Talk. We love social media, and that's how we get ourselves out there.
And it helps when you guys share our videos. Subscribe to our YouTube page. We are all caught up on YouTube page. So, if you have not caught any of our shows, want to go back and watch them, please do so. They are all up. I will put today's up here just shortly, sometime this afternoon probably. We'll try to stay on top of that. But yeah, definitely go check us out.
That's all I have. From Matty Highland
Smitty McQueen.
We hope you guys enjoy your Tuesday and look forward to the college basketball matchups.